Now let's take a look at this question. The question is just added to a legal on last week. So now let's see in the question. You are given positive integer array and two array. We have on the same length. In single operation, you can stack any subarray of name and the increment or decrement each element within the subarray by one. Okay, so we have two operation, increment and the decrement by one, and return the minimum number of operation required to make nouns equal to the array target. Okay, now you can see the example here. Say it's two, right? You will perform the following operation to make nouns array equal to target array. So from first index to last index increase by one. So now here become 4, 6, 2, 3, and the second operation is just update last elements just increase by one. Increment by one. You can see okay, this one is equal to target. So this question actually is really if you have the picture, the question will be easy. So I will walk you through this question. I will show you the diagram I draw before. Now here you can see here is our input array. Now I draw this diagram. So you can see it's three, right? So the dark color mean the non-array. The pink color mean represent the target array. Now here four. Uh, so if you just see this one, you will not have any idea. So this question we can each element subtract by the nouns elements. So now here we will get the difference, and then we just use the difference to find in 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 a subarray. We need to perform how many operation on that subarray. So sub after getting the difference. So you can see here. So if 4 minus 3, we got a 1, right? 4 minus 3, we got a 1. And here 6 minus 5, we got 1. The difference is 1, right? Now here 2 minus 1, we got a 1. And here 4 minus 1, we got a 2. So you will find out, okay, now I think you have an idea now, right? Because here in the question say we can select any subarray of nouns, and then we can increment or decrement each element within the subarray by one. So you can see here on this subarray to cover all the elements, right? Increase by one. So now we got one the idea. So we have one operation. So we just increase all the elements by one increment, right? Now we use to mean we use it because we increase by one within this subarray. Now you can see here, last one, this subarray still have one will not be used, right? So now we can use it because we here already last elements, right? We just include this part. So by one, so here we have two operations. We just perform two operations. So now you can see the output is two, right? Now maybe you still confused. Now I will show you in the second example. So now it's nouns, it's target. So we can directly see the difference. The difference just we're using the formula. Formula is just first elements from the target minus first elements from non-array, we got a difference, which is by this way. Now, 2 minus 1, we got a 1, right? It's positive. Now, here, if 1 minus 2, we will get a negative 2, right? Okay, it's negative 2. It's 1. Okay, it's positive 2. Now, so maybe you can think, okay, here, the first elements have difference 1, and last elements have 2, right? But you may be thinking, okay, we just use both elements. We can perform the increment for the both elements by 1. But now it's not subarray, right? Between these two elements, we still have these elements not include. So we cannot increment this, just only these two elements. Even though maybe, okay, you can thinking, okay, I can increase this one by 1, also increase this one by 1. We also can increase this one by 1, right? So let's see if we increase. Now, for example, maybe you can thinking increase all the elements by 1. Now here will become 2, 4, and 3, right? Yes, things make sense. But if you see here, this element become 4. If 1 minus 4, we gonna 3, right? So which means we need to perform operation at least 3 times on these elements, on this in there, right? So now it's not become close. It just becomes so far, right? It's just not close, not anymore. So now here you can understand these two elements is not subarray, so you cannot use both. Cannot use together. So now let me remove this one. So the only way we can do it is just we know this elements and the next elements is not it's total different, right? It's positive and this one is negative, right? So now we need to do this way. So we just perform the operation on this one. So how many different we have? 1, right? So we can perform 1 operation. Now we go to the second element. So we can see here doesn't have next elements, right? With the negative number. So here's -2. So we can add a 2. We need to perform 2 operations on here. Or you can say it's decrement by 2 on these elements. And then these both elements should be equal. Now go to here, same, right? Just add 2. So now we need to perform 5 operation on this subarray, on this array. Now we can see here we got 5. Now I still prepare one more example here. I directly use the difference. Now just follow these 2 array. Now 2 minus 1, we got 1, right? It's positive. Now 1 minus 3, we got a -2, right? And here 3 minus 5 also get -2. Okay, -2 here, -2 here, 1 here, and 4 minus 2 is +2, right? So now we do the same way. We have pointer here. Now we need to check next elements. Now saying common factor or not? No, right? Because this one is positive, this one is negative. So we need to only perform this subarray. We just increment by 1 within this subarray. So 1. Now go to here. So we know this one is negative, right? So we need to check next element. Okay, next element also is the negative. And the name with the same -2, right? So which means we just do 1 time, we can perform 2 operations on this subarray. We don't need to do 4 times, right? We just do 2 times because there's the common factor. So we can use it. So by 2, now we point to last one. So now we just here we just add 2 here. You can see it's already reaching the end, right? So now finally here just return 5. So hopefully this diagram can give you some idea to solving this question. Now let's start coding up. Now here the question we can use the operation, or you can say it's result. So we need to return this one. Oh, it's not in because you can see the return type is wrong, which means the test case may contain large data sets. Now operation, so you can increase and decrease. Now we need to go through announce. Now we need to get a difference, right? Minus nouns I. Now we need to comparing. We need to check is positive or negative. If greater than 1, okay. What do you mean? If greater than increase, now we need to operation. The minus increase and then increase equal to. Now the second condition is the difference may less than 0, right? Now we know here if so now his should be used -1 greater than the operation. Now and the increase should be equal to 1 equal to 0, and then third condition is the difference equal to 0, right? So we don't need to perform only we don't need to perform any operation here. So in equal should be decreased by 0. Now yeah, we done this one. Oh sorry, here return. Now let's see. Okay, you can see in the past on the test case. Ooh, okay, it's be 100%. So now the time complexity is B of n because I just go through the array only once, right? And then I didn't use extra memory here, so the space complexity is B of 1. So thank you for watching this video.